Hi there, a very good morning, good afternoon to all of you in this new video from me, Simply Stocks. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about two companies that are in the small cap domain and that are set to do well, in my opinion, over the next 3 to 6 months. And you could get 25% upside. Even in this market, the company has been doing well. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about, and I'm not a member of NSC and BSC, and I'm not a portfolio advisor officially, so any position that you take in accordance to what I say is purely on your derogative and on your opinion. So kindly do consult your financial advisor. Market investment is subject to market risk, etc. So take that on note. This is purely for educational purposes, and I want to guide you in this market as to where the money is flowing. It is not that these are recommendations that you need to put in money here. All right. So before I talk about these two companies, here's a small request that kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Once you get that $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and number of podcasts I put up from time to time. And also you can pay $100 upfront. You get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. And also, if you cannot pay on Patreon, you can become a member on YouTube or WhatsApp. Become a yearly member on WhatsApp or a monthly member on YouTube by clicking on the join button. All right, so let's get things going. So let me take you to the Screener website, and there we'll discuss about these two companies, one in the infra space and the infra real estate space. The other one, the other stock is into the defense space. So these two are doing exceedingly well. So let me just reduce my video here and take you to the Screener website. So the first one in this list is MTAR, and as you would have looked at, the second one is NBCC. So I believe MTAR and NBCC should do well. So let's just discuss about MTAR, its charts, and how is the company doing. So basically, it is a 5,000 crore company which is into the defense domain. It is in the business of manufacturing various machine equipments, assemblers, sub-assemblers, and spare parts for the energy and the nuclear reactor, etc. A very interesting space, a niche space, a space in which there is a high barrier to entry. And so the market cap of the company is 5,000 crores. It's trading at 50 times earnings, which is half of what it was trading at peak time. In October, it was trading at around 100 times, 90, 100 times. That's reasonable valuations. And the company has, or the management has talked about 70-80% growth in revenue. So that gives me a lot of confidence. First we'll talk about the numbers and then we'll get to the charts and targets. So basically in you can say in the December quarter they did pretty well. They had, I mean, sales of 160 crores on a consolidated basis versus 78 crores, so double. Sales doubled and profit also doubled, with margins stable at around 28%. They believe 28 to 30% will be the average margin that will continue for the next few quarters. Eventually net profit was around 31 crores versus 13 crores, so that has also gone up twofold, threefold, 2.5 times. So eventually what has happened is that the EPS is around 10.3 rupees versus 4.3 rupees. So overall speaking, numbers are just magnificent. But the stock has been gyrating in a range. So stock has been moving between you can say 1600 to about 1650. In this range currently the stock is around 1640 or so. So it's at very good levels. Now what I believe can happen is that even in short rallies, defense stocks and stocks into this space should end up doing well. So at the moment what one can do is keep a stop loss which is closer to say around these levels, which are 1530, 1540. So you can buy here, keep a 100 rupees stop loss and look for 2000 in the coming 3 months. I believe 2000, 1950, 2000 is a possibility on the stock with a deeper stop loss of 1540. So that could be taken in, because the numbers going forward will remain robust, as the company, as the management has stated. So next 2 quarters could be good. So next, you can say 4 to 6 months trade, the stock could go up to, I mean, 2000 levels with a stop loss of 1540. So that's about MTAR. The second stock that I want to discuss currently to you about is NBCC. Now NBCC is an interesting one. It has always given traders, you can say, trading moves over the last 3 5 years or so. And so if you look at a 5 year chart also, it has remained, I mean, in a range after falling in 2020 to 16 rupees. Then after that, from 21 onwards, say March 21, so over the last 2 years, the stock has remained range bound, and had done, I mean, does do well on a monthly basis, on 2 3 month basis, but then come down to its levels again. So if you look at it here from, you can say, February 21, the stock moved from 32 to 50, and then even 54 in a jiffy, and then came back to those levels of 29 30, and then again moved up. So basically it is in that tight range. I believe with this announcements, current announcements of getting or winning some orders, I think the stock could perform well. So if you look at the numbers have been decent. It's not that the numbers are bad. In December quarter, they did 2140 crores versus 2000 crores. Profit was pretty good, so margins were reasonable. 72 crores of profit became profit of 95 crores. So decent jump in profitability, with the margins going up, and eventually you see that the net profit is around 71 crores versus 87 crores. So basically, net profit was higher, say 4 quarters ago, purely because of this other income factor. Other income was only 1 crore this time around versus 47 crores. So if we take this 46 crores off, then you would see that the net profit would have been closer to somewhere around 48 49 crores, and it has come out to be 70 crores or so. So a 40% jump in profitability is pretty phenomenal, that is taking place. In terms of sales also, the company is doing reasonably well. So I believe that one can definitely look at NBCC, because currently they have got a very good order book pipeline, and consistently numbers have been pretty robust. So if you look at here, from 5800 crores, even if you go back, so from 4300 crores in 2015, sales are going to double this time around. And over the last 2 3 quarters, sales have picked up even more, and with more government orders and government initiative into infrastructure, real estate, this should do well. Technically speaking also, around the 50 and 200 DMA, once this move picks up above 42 43, we could easily see levels closer to, you can say, 54 55. So what one can do here is, it's like a positional play. You can buy as a very short term trade also at around these levels of 36, with a 2 rupees stop loss at 34 with a target of 42. But I think from a 6 months point of view, this can be accumulated between 36 and 33 with a deeper stop loss at 30 for a target of 52 to 55 rupees, from a 6 to 8 months perspective. I think this could end up doing pretty well, but a shorter term target is 42, longer term target is 54. Shorter term stop loss is 34, and longer term stop loss here is 30 rupees. So basically, these are the two stocks that I wanted to discuss with you at the moment. What I can do here is, I'll discuss about the markets a little bit, what I feel that the market is doing, and where is the market headed. So basically, what has happened is that whatever is happening in US is going to affect major markets globally, whether it's Asia, Europe, or the Americas, etc. I think at the moment, I feel that what comes out is that, in my analysis, is that the market could be range bound between 18,005 sorry 17,600 700 to 16,600, 700 on the downside. I still feel that by next week we could be around 16,500 or so, and that will be a very good buying opportunities to accumulate these kind of stocks. It's not that you go ahead and buy straight away now. You can buy in chunks of 20-25% over the next week, or 10-12 trading sessions, and you will end up making quite decent sum over a 2-3 month period, 1 or 2 months period. But again, the market may fall. So what I feel is that unless the situation in US, you can say, stabilizes with respect to interest rates, with respect to inflation, this is not going to end very soon. So I'm not in I don't think that there will be a secular rally coming in any time soon, at least for the next 6 months or so. But pockets in the markets should end up doing well, should end up giving you 15, 20, 25% over a shorter term period. And that is why I have been on Patreon and saying here as well that this is the time to be a kind of a short term investor kind of a person, or short term trader kind of a person, rather than looking to make money in the next 1 year. In the next 1 year, for investors, opportunities will come to invest from a 5 year perspective. But in my opinion, over this period it will be difficult to say that opportunities will be there from a 1 or 2 year perspective to make big money, because the markets will remain range bound. So these stock prices may go up 20-30% and then come back 15%. So that's why it's at the moment, in this kind of an environment, better to trade short term rather than think about if you're looking to take out money and thinking that okay, in March April I'll invest, and by next March April I'll get 20%. That will not happen. I think if you invest now, over the next 1 year you might get only 10%, 8%, even in the best of the companies 10-12%. But if you invest now from a 5 year perspective, yes, your average return could be much higher, because these prices are at the moment at discount. All the prices, whether you look at any space in the market, the market itself is at a very decent level from a long term average point of view, at around 17,000. So this was my video on the two stocks that I like at the moment from a shorter term point of view. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my video straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.